Again, unfortunately, we've got a wrapper right next to the bins, because there is a single bin in the playground area. There's actually a lot more wrappers than I thought would be in the play area, where, I mean, I've seen a lot of small children playing in the play area, so this kind of waste just isn't safe for children to be around. And I think, again, perhaps in the playground area we could use like maybe friendlier signposting, just to encourage children to not litter, and the older children to not litter. There are some, again, the usual wrappers, but then there are some other stranger bits of litter, sharp plastics, pointy sharp plastics on in the playground area right by the tunnel. If anyone does know what this is, you can let me know in the comments. I think I've noticed already twice now in the playground area is these bits of glass or clay. No, I think this is clay. These sharp bits of clay, again, right by the tunnel, where if it wasn't raining, then I'm sure children will be playing near and in. Actually, in the tunnel, we've got some bits of some bits of paper, which I'm guessing is food wrapping. Yeah. Yeah, shopping at Tesco's. So I'm guessing some of the older kids again. And then by the bench, a lot of cigarette butts. Again, we're still in the children area. A lot of cigarette butts, bottle caps, and other general waste, and glass, shattered glass as well by the children area. Still in the playground, and there's some sort of strange metal clip. Again, it's quite sharp and dangerous. I have spotted more glass as well around the park. A lot of it was dotted around the bench. So unfortunately it's now 6 o'clock, and I just about have gone through the park. There's still little bits of trash here and there in the children's park, which I was really surprised to see. I haven't been able to get every single bit of trash. Unfortunately, I have to leave. There were still areas that I wanted to check. For example, the tennis courts. I know that there is trash in tennis courts, and behind the abandoned buildings there are some trees where people can sit, and there's always rubbish around there, and obviously the whole rest of the park as well I haven't actually checked either. So there's still a lot of trash all around the park, and yeah, unfortunately as well I didn't get to speak to anyone about the levels of trash, but as you can see, just a little bit of work. I mean, I haven't even gone through the whole entire park, which is huge. So there's still, and on my walks I always see trash down that area, and unfortunately I've only been able to get one bag, and this bag, you can see there's still a lot of rubbish in there. So I'm walking now along the park, and you can see already dog waste right on the park, just left there. And there is a bin along the path, literally actually right there. There is a bin right around there. And I have seen dog waste along this path. unfortunately litter gets thrown over this gate by the path into the residents' houses that are living behind the park, right there. So there's always absolutely loads of cans and rubbish behind here. So unfortunately there's a lot of rubbish that I've noticed on my way out of the park, just through the path. For example, there's a can right here. I literally just saw a can 2 minutes ago, and unfortunately I just don't have enough time today to pick up any more litter, or the strength to carry the amount that I've got at the moment. So there's still a lot of litter that I didn't get to take. I'm just trying to find somewhere to throw the litter away. Again, there's another dog bin, and there's dog waste literally right next to the dog bin with an empty can. So if anyone knows the best place to dispose of litter as well, that's not your own but the park's, there's the glass pieces there, then let me know in the comments. I'm going to see if I can dispose of it in one of these areas, the big bins that I've seen some big bins behind the park. I'm not sure if we're allowed to use those, but right now I haven't got too much of a choice. Hopefully in the coming week I will post videos speaking to the people of the park about their opinions of the park, how they think the park could be better, whether they know about what the council have been doing, the benefits of the council. There's another can right there. Whether they know the good things that the council are doing for the park. Hopefully those renovations will make a positive difference, but I think also working on ways that we can prevent littering by members of the park and those passing through, that would be of great benefit. There is also a bit of dog waste that I've seen around this area here, that is consistently near the goalposts, where I see children playing a lot of the time. A lot of the time they're slipping and sliding near the goalpost, so it is very dangerous for there to be dog waste near the goalposts. And there are dog bins on both sides of the park. So I mean, perhaps we need more dog bins. Perhaps we need, and I think definitely we need signposts to get people to start using the bins correctly. And finally, if you do have, if you are either just a local or one of the friends of Kingston Road Recreation Ground, I know that you guys regularly go on litter picking visits. Feel free to take videos, either talking about yourself and what you've noticed about the park, the good things and the bad things, and showcase the work that you're doing, the litter picking that you're doing. And if you get a chance, you can speak to the locals, see what their opinions are as well. And I will, if you like, I can post them to this YouTube channel, and any proceeds that do come about from this channel, from the subscribers or the views, or I think after 1,000 subscribers you can do live broadcasting and raise funds through that. So if there is any funds raised through this YouTube channel, then I will make sure that all of those funds, every single penny, will go towards making this park a better place, and making sure, doing the utmost that I can to make sure that the litter in the park remains at all-time low. And I think that's the main aim of this YouTube channel, and I hope that the council can help fund the preventive measures that I've mentioned. And hopefully, if you guys mention any preventative measures in the comments, I hope that the Norbiton Council can take note of that, and the Kingston Council can take note of that and make changes. So, and lastly, to end on a positive note, the Friends of Kingston Road Recreation Ground, they have a Facebook and Twitter page, which, if I get the chance, I will link that down below in the description. So definitely check them out. They are in the process of getting funds for the boxing gym, which will be run by Ben Young, who runs a boxing gym called Two Kings Boxing, I think. And I think he has actually trained professionals, which I thought was quite amazing. And they are also in the process. The council and the locals are in the process of getting a track made. So at the moment it's just a pobbled path, but that's going to be turned into an amber gold path that will run all the way around the park, and it will be signposts for runners to enjoy a good run. And hopefully, with the work that we're doing, there will be less dog waste and litter in the park. Thanks a lot for your time, and please subscribe and share this with your friends, and let's do our bit to make this park as awesome as it once was, and make it more awesome than it is, than it once was. Thanks for your time. Thank you. Take care. Bye. All of those cans that I saw and all the trash that I saw there, I mean, I just couldn't let that be left there. So I'm finally leaving now, but you can see I pretty much filled another bag. Pretty much half fill this bag with more trash from the park. Yeah, I just couldn't let all that trash just be sitting there, and there was a lot of glass as well. So I mean, I'm glad I cleared that up. But that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Bye. Yeah, I'm back again. Yeah, I just couldn't. Again, I actually don't know where to dispose of the trash, so I'm going to go back behind the wall where there are some bigger bins. So on the third bag, yeah, and by the goalpost there's trash. So I didn't think that would be the case, but I've even found a fork, which was interesting. There's a fork, a metal fork that was left by the trees down there. So yeah, so there's still more trash littered through the park. And I spoke to some people just earlier. They didn't want to be filmed, which is fair enough. And they also agree with me that we really need more bins. And I think the new addition of the bench is great down in the corner. It's about that corner right opposite the children's playground, and right by that playground there's a bench, but people are going to sit there and unfortunately litter. So I imagine that's going to be another hot spot for littering. So if the council could get a bin in that corner, so I think 3 bins. If we could get 3 bins, one in this corner by the track, one in that corner by the bench, and one by the far entrance. Let's say four bins, an extra one in the playground area, and then just some signage, just some signage to deter people. Hopefully this is the final note and I won't add any more take any more of your time. Yeah, so that's just the final note. I will actually, before I finish, I will actually, for those still around, I will show you where I'm disposing of it. The bins at the back. I will say that I did dispose of the smaller bin from the playground in the park litter, and I'm going to the big bin now. Yeah, my shoes are absolutely wrecked, so I probably will not be going to the gym tomorrow. So these are the bins. I'm not sure if these are public bins, but I'm not too sure where else to dispose of them, really. So this is the bin, the general waste bin I've got here. Disposing of the rubbish. If I did have more time, I would go through it, sort it, put it through the mixed recycling. But unfortunately, I've run over time, and yeah, people are going to be a bit worried, but it should be fine. Yeah, so if Norbiton Council, you are watching, please get in touch with me. My email address will be in the about section, and I'm more than willing to discuss what we can do in the park through email. Yeah, and let's make this a positive change. I will be speaking, I hope, if I get the chance, I will be speaking to the locals tomorrow to get their insight into what they think about the park, what they think about what the council are doing, and yeah, I think I've taken enough of your time, so thanks a lot, take care, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Bye.